2003 Community Development Vice President, and the 2014 President of the Minnesota Jaycees, Joel Blom.
At this time, I would like the past presidents of the Minnesota Jaycees to come forward. As you have led our organization in the past, we now ask you to stand with Joel as the oath of office is administered to the 83rd President of the Minnesota Jaycees.
The office to which you have been elected is one of dignity and importance. In accepting this office, you undertake a responsibility which is not to be assumed lightly or carelessly discharged. You are charged with the duties of seriously and resolutely furthering the objectives of the Junior Chamber movement. With the policy and bylaws as your guide, you must be ever ready to exercise the function of the office to which you are entrusted. Further, you are charged with governing this organization according to the laws of democracy, under which every person who wishes to speak shall be heard. Toward the end, that is, in every matter considered, the best option shall prevail, through the express will of the majority, and the best course of action followed. Do you accept this charge?
I do.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Joel Blom,
I, Joel Blom,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of the President of the Minnesota Jaycees,
of the office of the President of the Minnesota Jaycees,
and will, to the best of my ability,
and to the best of my abilities,
serve as a living example
serve as a living example
of this organization's
of this organization's
philosophies and beliefs.
philosophies and beliefs.
I now present you with your President's pin to also remind you of this wonderful night and the journey you will take as President.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated as President Joel recites the creed to us. Reminder, please do not recite the creed with him.
We believe that faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life, that the brotherhood of man transcends the sovereignty of nations, that economic justice can best be won by free men and free enterprise, that government should be a laws rather than a men, that Earth's great treasure lies in human personality, and that service to humanity is the best work of life.
The chain of leadership, sponsored by the Dundas Area Jaycees, represents the continuous chain of leadership from one administration to the next. On this chain are engraved the names of the Minnesota Jaycee presidents who have preceded you and who have established a long and proud tradition as people of vision. Your vision, as you serve the Minnesota Jaycees, will be to move forward and take our organization to where it should be, Minnesota's choice for young people. At this time, the past presidents will ceremoniously transfer the leadership of the Minnesota Jaycees to President Joel.
Minnesota Jaycees, may I present the 83rd President of the Minnesota Jaycees, Joel Blom.
At this time, please welcome the 81st President of the Minnesota Jaycees, Mary Devine Johnson, to induct 82nd President Chris Wilkie into the Past Presidents Club.
As we all well know, President Chris is a beacon of enthusiasm and positivity, and this organization has had the distinct privilege of having her be part of our active network for many, many years. and she truly did leave the Minnesota Jaycee stronger. Chris, as you have now successfully completed a year as Minnesota Jaycee State President, it is my honor to induct you into the Past Presidents Club. Before I do,
Chris, just 1 second, sorry. We have to interrupt a second. Can I have National Vice President Paul come to the front? We have a little Chairman of the Board oath that you have to do now.
We can't let you go without having just one little bit of fun.
Well, one minute.
It's quick. It's my honor to induct you properly with your oath of office for Chairman of the Board. The office to which you have been elevated is one of humility and unimportance. In accepting this position, you undertake the responsibilities which you must assume lightly and carelessly discharge. You are charged with the duty of seriously, resolutely furthering the objectives of the Junior Chamber movement by sitting in the back of the room quietly, if you insist on attending at all. With the policy and bylaws as your guide, you must be ever ready to exercise the functions of the non-status office to which you were entrusted. Further, if you insist upon attending meetings, you are charged with the responsibilities of reassembling all tables and chairs, emptying all trash cans, and vigorously completing all the menial and unimportant commands of the President. You will also be allowed to speak only when given permission in writing 10 days in advance. Do you accept this charge?
Sure, why not?
Please raise your hand, your left hand, and your right foot. You can balance, see, there you go. And repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly affirm that I will not meddle in the affairs
That I will not meddle in the affairs
and I'm losing of the Minnesota Jaycees and will to the best of my abilities. And it lost the last part.
and have fun with your duty.
And have fun with your duty. I love technology. Do you accept me?
Sure.
There we go.
Oh, good. President Joel, I am proud to hand you your gavel. When you use it over the course of this next year, remember that you have been elected to lead using your best judgment in all cases to the good of our organization.
As most of you know, I'm not a podium guy because this does not look good. President Chris asked me to be brief, so I actually asked a friend of mine to actually prepare a speech for me, and he taped it for me. So we're gonna have my friend here speak for me.
Third nod from the left.